Good afternoon, traders. This is Eli here with R.J.O. Futures here in Chicago. I'm a senior market strategist, and I want to talk a little about the metals market. I cover the metals market here at R.J.O. Futures. I skipped last week, but nothing really changed that much in the market. Gold has been in sort of a consolidation mode. I did mention in the previous videos that any kind of break were been supported. The buyers were coming in and supporting the market. Um, this afternoon metals are still strong across the board. The Ukraine crisis with the Russians are backing off a bit now. That is, taking a little bit of behind a stage type of situations. And so the risk, gold is basically used to hedge any kind of risk, to hedge any kind of inflation. And so when you take out the Russia situation, and that's one risk off the table. But last week, inflation reading from March, 0.2%, and the April uptick to 0.3%, probably should be going forward, would be taking a headline type of approach, because I think we are running an inflationary environment. Gold is tracking the equity market as the equity market trading higher, gold is following along. And, so we're there's also, just quickly to mention, there's also a situation in India, possibly that the Indians are now reducing the import duties. So that's a little bit of supportive to gold. And we're focusing on other focus as well as the cooling economy in China. And this is just a bits of information that are actually supporting the bull crowd. But overall, I think we're getting into from the chart setup, we're getting into a symmetry type of situation, a triangle type of situation. Any kind of breakout is going to be one way or the other. So it's kind of in a place where it could take out. I believe if today's little over 1305, it takes today's high in a 13. I think 50-day moving average comes in about around a 1309. If it takes out that high, then I think the bull camp has a little bit of an advantage. And on the lower side, if it takes out 1295, and I think there's going to be a further liquidation possible. So it's in one of those areas. So any possible way the market can go. Overall, just coming into from the last Friday commitment of trade with option report that was taken for May 13 shows total net long reduction from the previous reading, which was May 6 reading. The May 13 reading has a reduction of total non-reportable and non-reportable and non-commercial traders were long short 9,090. The exact number is 9,900 for contract, less long than they were from the previous report. The reason I mention that right now is because where gold prices right now is at 1294 area. This is where the close of the last Friday. So it just clearly shows there are not a lot of longs coming into this market yet. So for now, at least, going into this week, we shall see. But there's a little bit of bias to the long side, I think here. But some liquidation is quite possible, and so we're gonna just watch it. So when this kind of sideways market, there is a strategy we can implement here. Using option strategies. If you can just call me, we can play this market. So the advantage is that even the sideways market, there is an opportunity to participate. If you can give me a call or email me, we can put together some strategies that we can use if the market break out one way or the other. All right, we'll talk to you next week. Futures and options on futures may involve substantial risk and may not be suitable for all investors.